Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another video. So I really like creating videos about life lessons because at times listening to what someone has experienced can in some way be able to influence your own life, because apart from learning from my own experiences, I've also learned a lot of things from listening to other people's experiences, and I know I can be able to make up to even 50 life lessons, but today I thought of making 25 life lessons in the 25 years that I've been living in this world. So let's get into it. And before we get into it, if you're new here, my name is Loise Oduor. Be free to join the family and consider subscribing to the channel. Number one is I got one life. Know that I never realized that you only live once, that after this life, like, you're going to die and you don't have any other life. Know that I never realized that. Yes, I knew we only got this one life and you're going to die, but I never realized the depth into it, that you only have to live it once. You only got this one chance to live it and to do what you want to do. You get me? Like, I usually say the day that I realized that I only got this one life, I'm going to live it to the fullest. I'm going to do what I feel is good for me. I'm going to do what I feel is beneficial for me. Like, I really don't care. There's this thing that is it Lisa Nichols? There's this thing she usually likes saying, that I don't ask for permission, I give notice. Like, I only give a notice and tell you this is what is happening with my life, and I'm making this decision with my life because it's my life and I only got this chance to make a decision about it, and I'm not asking you for permission about it. I'm just giving you the opportunity to know that I made that decision. Like, I'm only giving you a notice and I'm not letting you, like, I'm not asking you for permission about something that is happening in my life. And then the second life lesson is confidence. Confidence is the only thing that is going to move that mountain in your life. I've ever seen these people, whenever they go to apply for a job, the confidence in the way they speak is what is going to get them that job. Because I cannot have confidence in you if you yourself don't have confidence in yourself. Like, I need to see that you trust in yourself, that you believe you can do it, before I entrust my own company or before I entrust something into your hands. You get me? So have that confidence, show it in your face, show it the way you walk, show it the way you talk. Like, just portray that confidence in you. Believe that you can do it. Believe, like, just try. I usually say give it a try. So, like, actually it's better if you try and make a mistake than if you don't try at all. There's this story, I think it was Jalango was telling this story about when he started working on radio and he started going for those interviews, and when they were saying, I don't know, people who have degrees, and he didn't have any degree, he still moved with those people who had degrees, and he moved and moved until he got to that point that he was hired for radio. It's because he had that confidence that you can do it. Like, if those people believe that they can do it, I too, even if I don't have what you have, I believe I can do it. At least let me try. Let me show you what I got. You get me? Number 3 is being able to speak up. Speak up for yourself. Speak up on what you believe. Like, if someone is bullying you at school, if someone is doing something to you when you're at work and you feel like it is something that you're not comfortable with, speak up. Speak up and tell that person, I'm not comfortable with the way you treat me. Like, whenever we do this and this, I'm not comfortable with the way you usually do it. Like, speak up for yourself, because no one is going to speak up for you. Like, tell that person, tell that employer, tell them what you feel about the situation that you are in right now, and let them understand your feelings and talk about it. Just don't shut up. Keep on suffering. Every day you go back home, you are crying. You feel like you don't even deserve, I don't know what, you're just always sad. It's because you don't want to speak up for yourself. Like, just speak up. That is something that I learned, like, when I was still in high school, I guess. Like, for me, nowadays, I'm not usually scared. I'll just tell you what I want to tell you. I remember the first job I got, I quit my job in 4 days. I quit my job in 4 days because for me, I usually just speak up. If I'm not comfortable with what is happening here, if I'm not comfortable with what's going on, so do you want me to risk my life only for me to die, and you come and bury me and say, oh, she lived a good life, or what people usually say in burials? No. I'm going to speak up. And I spoke up. I told him, I cannot do this. this and this, because of this and this, because I'm not comfortable with it, I'm not going to do it, and I quit. Like, I just speak up, and I comfortably and confidently speak up. Yeah. Number 4 is I'm making my story, and write that my in capital MY. It's my story. Not that I don't want to listen to what people say, or I don't care about people's advices. I listen to it, but if you're in your way trying to change my life with your own opinions, with your own decisions, you're trying to change my life, my dear, keep your opinions to yourself, because I'm creating my story. You have your own book, which is your own life. Write your own story, and let me write my own story. And then number 5 is just start. Like, please start that thing that you've been postponing each and every time, that I want to start doing this, I want to start doing this. It's not going to start unless you give it a try today and start. Just start. Like, it doesn't matter where you start from, it doesn't matter at which point you start, no matter what the capital is. If it's something that requires capital, just start. And for me, like, I usually say, you're going to listen to all those motivational videos you listen to and read all those books, but unless you start, nothing is going to change. I know, like, most of us usually like being motivated, or I want to listen to like all these motivational speakers telling me, if you want to make it in life, you have to think, you have to do, you're listening to that and you're not doing anything, so you're still the same as yesterday. So yes, listen to these videos, read all those books, but unless you start, nothing is gonna change. Number 6 is consistency, and you need consistency in everything that you do in life. Like, every single thing you do, you need to be consistent. Just giving a few examples. There's this lady I was listening to, I can't remember her name. She was talking about savings. She was saying, when you start saving 5,000 every month, you can save 5,000 this month and next month, and then you decide to use that money. Like, it won't have helped you, because you won't have it by the time it's November. But then if you decide that I want to save, let's say for something like retirement, I want to save for retirement. She was giving a certain example about saving for retirement. I think it was 5,000 from the day that you start working. Let's say you are 25. From the day you are 25, when you started working, until the time you are 65, when you retire, when you've been saving 5,000 every month, by the time you're that 65 years old, you'll have saved, I think it was 17 million. I can't remember, but it was something 17 million. I don't remember the math very well, but she was just talking about being consistent if you want to achieve a bigger goal. Something else is about, let's say, creating. When you're a creator, and maybe let's say you are a blogger, or you create YouTube videos, or you are a business person, maybe you're an artist. If we see you creating a certain art today, and then you sell it, and then come in the next few months, there is no art you are creating anymore, we'll be like, maybe he or she stopped doing this art thing, and then we'll all move and look for someone else who can do it the way you used to do it. So what if you are there this month and next month and the other month? We'll be so interested, and we'll just say, if this person can make these things each and every time like this, maybe next month I'll try and save and buy that art from them. It's because of consistency. We keep on seeing you there each and every time. You keep on appearing. We see you like creating pictures of celebrities, meeting celebrities. We see you trying so hard, so you're motivating us to even try and buy it from you, if you're getting me. Another thing is, even when it comes to relationships, let's say love relationships, when you're consistent, I'm telling you, it's going to grow for a really long time. Where I've been dating my boyfriend for like 5 years now, and for us, something that has really worked is consistency. Like, if from year one, from day one, I used to tell you, oh, good morning, I love you. I used to call you each and every time you're at work and tell you I miss you, how's work? Like, I should continue doing that even 5 years later, because if that was the thing that made us bond that much during the first year, and then during the 5th year, now we don't even talk anymore, I only see you on weekends and I don't know what's going on with your life, that means you're going to grow apart. It's because we lost that consistency. So consistency is really, really important. Number 7 is talk to someone. This month, September, is usually suicide prevention month, and you find that most of these mental health conditions can be prevented if someone talked to someone else. If you're able to talk with someone, and you know, like when you talk, at least you solve the problem half. When you're able to talk to someone, at least figure out what you can do with the problem you have, it's better. Like so many things like suicide could have been prevented just by getting that person you can talk to. Like for me in life, like I really appreciated the time that I met my best friend. So for us, we usually just talk about everything that's going on in our lives, be it relationships, be it finance, or whatever thing is going on in our lives. And then you'll find a time to share the same thing, and then you advise each other. Maybe the person went through the same thing some times ago, and you advise each other, and you laugh about it, you talk about it, and the stress is released, and you feel like like, was this even worth stressing about? Like, what was I even stressing about? So talking to someone and sharing what you're going through is gonna really save you from a lot of these life stresses and mental health conditions that you're going through nowadays. Number 8 is don't compare yourself to anyone. Like, I don't want to be you. You don't have to be me. Like, everyone should be their own self. There's this, like, I don't remember which interview Lisa was in, but she was being asked, I don't know if it was an interview where someone met her and told her, oh, you look like Oprah, I don't know, you talk like Oprah, or they were comparing her to Oprah, and she was like, she doesn't want to be Oprah because there's already Oprah. Oprah is already there. She already exists, and she doesn't want to be Oprah. She wants to be Lisa, because if you want to compare me, want me to be like Oprah, then that means me as Lisa, I'm not going to exist anymore. So I'm going to work on bringing my name. Like, work on yourself, don't compare yourself. I know nowadays it's so easy to do that. Like, with all the pressures that you're experiencing, like in the life we live nowadays, it's so easy to try and compare yourself and to try and feel like you want to be someone, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just be you. It's a lot more better if you just be you, and then you see the success of being Loise. Like, it's more fun if you see the success of being Loise than see the success of trying to copy someone, because you're going to work so hard trying to live someone else's life. But when you're just living your own life, it's going to be easy. Everything will just flow. If you live your own life, everything is just gotta flow. Number 9 is don't be so comfortable. I know, like, at times when you get your job and the salary is so worth it and it just comes every month, you're able to pay your bills, you become so comfortable because you're like, as long as I can survive, I'm good. But just try and don't be so comfortable, because things happen. Like, you saw the way COVID like messed people's lives, and that's when I realized people are so comfortable with their lives, because after COVID they were fully destroyed, because that job was the only thing that they depended on, like, for their lives. Like, not only financially, even like socially. Like, they were only used of waking up, going to work, coming back, sleep, wake up, go to work, come back, sleep, and that was the routine. And now you have to stay at home, and they're just so traumatized about it. So yeah, don't be so comfortable in one place. Like, try and know other people, try and move around, try and do new things, try and learn new skills. Like, just get out there, so that in case of anything, you are sure that you have a life. Yeah. And even when it comes to when you're still trying to figure out your life, because most of us who are still in our 20s, this is the time you're figuring out your life, and at times you don't even have a job. So don't stay so comfortable in your bed. This is the time to learn. Even if you are not going to work, take that book, or if you're not good at reading like me, for me, I usually prefer listening to podcasts and watching videos. So listen to that video of that thing that you want to do extra, because you'll just be seated there, and by the time you get that job, you'll just start following that routine. But if you already formed a certain life, like for me, when I wake up, there's usually something I do, there's a skill that I learn, there's this and this thing that I do, like, you'll feel you have a life outside work. Like, don't be comfortable in what you're doing. Yeah. And then number 10, which should have been like the first point, is continue being prayerful. Prayer is always the safest and the most important weapon for your life. Continue praying. Even if you won't see the results right now, I'm telling you, there's a time that you'll feel that prayer being answered. Even if it is 5 years later, you'll just feel that prayer being answered during that time. So even when it comes to prayer, it's just about what I said, consistency, continue believing, continue trusting. For me, apart from prayer being my weapon, it has always been something that I use as a meditation, because anytime that I just sit down and stay in a quiet place and pray, like I just feel like I'm so motivated to like live through that day, you know. So continue praying, even if you don't see the results now, just continue trusting in the process. Yeah. Number 11 is to let go. Let go of anything bad in your life, bad relationships, bad habits that you formed. Let go, because let's say something like a relationship, there's someone who made you let's say you are dating a narcissist, and this person destroyed your self-confidence. This person made you hate yourself and think you look so ugly, and made you feel like there's nothing you can do with your life. Let go of that person, let go of those fears, let go of those feelings, and start afresh. Even when it comes to habits, there are habits that you formed maybe during the time that you're in school, during the time that you had a lot of free time. There were habits that you formed that cannot make you like develop anymore. These habits made you to become so lazy. Let go of these habits, form new habits, like create a space to be able to form new habits. Because even when it comes to relationships and all the other habits I'm talking about, if you cannot leave a space, that means you cannot bring anything new. Like nothing new is going to come if the old things are still there, the old things are still hunting you. Something like a relationship, let's say you've still kept all that relationship that you had with that person, all those fears that you had, they're still in your heart. That means whenever someone is going to come to your life, all you think about is maybe this person is also going to destroy me, maybe this person is also going to make me feel how low self-esteem and so on and so forth. But when you refuse and say that person destroyed my life, and that person you are done with, and I'm going to allow myself to love again, I'm telling you, letting go is gonna let you let in the positive side of life. Number 12 is stop trying to be perfect. Like no one cares. No one cares how perfect you're really trying to look or how perfect you're really trying to do stuff. We all know like no one is perfect. So when you're struggling with being perfect, in fact you are being a different you, and no one is going to like you when you're not you. So just be you, do you, make mistakes, fall into troubles, like give yourself time to learn, like especially the time that you're still at that point in life that you're still trying to learn things about yourself. Make mistakes, give yourself to learn and unlearn new things. Stop trying to be perfect. Like no one is ever gonna be perfect. The only thing is, trying to be perfect is trying to be someone else, and that is not going to work. Like it is not going to work. Never going to work. Number 13 is that you are the only one who can understand your dreams. I'm telling you, if you want to destroy that dream that you have, go and try and tell it to someone who does not understand it. I'm telling you, that dream will be destroyed, because God did not give that dream to that person. God gave that dream to you, and that is why you're the only one who can understand it. So let's say you want to do something like you want to start a blog and you want to become a writer, you want to start writing books and blah blah blah. When you go and tell this to someone who only thinks that making it in life is having a big career, like being a doctor, being an engineer, that person is not going to motivate you. They're going to tell you how much you're going to waste your life, and they're going to convince you into it. They're going to really convince you. They're going to give you facts and reason as to why you're going to destroy your life by trying to be a writer. They're going to tell you, you know, when you get into that, this is something you're not sure of, but when you become a teacher, you'll be sure, because you'll be receiving your salary every end month, and you think that, oh, that is so logical, that is so true, and you'll believe in it, and you will just drop your dream. So that's one thing that I've always learned, that you're the only one who can understand that dream that you have. So make sure that you're the only one who is believing in it, because if you want to let other people try and believe it, they're going to discourage you. Mark that. Number 14 is that you are ready. You are ready. As long as God chose you to do what you wanna do, you are ready. That brings me to the point number 13, where I was saying that you're the only one who understands your dream. At times you are scared of doing things because you think, oh, maybe I must go to school for it, or maybe I should do this, maybe I should consult, you're so scared of starting because you always think you're not ready. Make sure that as long as God has given it to you, He has placed it in your hands, you are ready. Anything that God has placed into your hands and given you a chance to do it, you are ready. Anything, even when it comes to parenthood. I usually see most girls coming for abortions. Most girls who usually come for abortions at our clinics, they're usually like, I'm not ready. Yes, I can understand. Maybe at times you can say maybe you're still in school or what, but at times you find that maybe this person already has a job, already can be able to take care of this child, but they're saying they're not ready. We shall say, as long as God has placed this child in your hands, you are ready for it. You can do it. As long as you can sit down and see there's a way in which you too can survive, then you're ready to do it. Like, just go for it. You are always ready. God has placed it in your hands, so you are ready to do it. Number 15 is good things usually take time. So take your time. Whatever thing you're working on, don't give up because you're not seeing the results now. Just know the fact that you are struggling through it, that means there's a very big result at the end. So take your time, be patient. I know we are in an instant generation. We all want instant gratification, we want everything to happen right now. But just know those things that are happening instantly, they are not going anywhere. They'll also end instantly. So if you want good things in your life, just know that they take time. Yeah. Number 16 is love yourself first. You have to love yourself first for you to expect someone else to love you. Like, I cannot love you if you don't love yourself. I cannot tell you you're beautiful if you keep on telling me, I know I'm ugly. I know you're just saying that. No. Love yourself first so that you can appreciate when people love you. There's this one Lisa was saying. I know today I'm really referring her so much. There's this one she was saying that I woke up liking myself, so your like is extra, something like that. If I can find it, it was something like I woke up and liked myself, so your like is extra. You liking me is extra. I liked myself first. So just love yourself first, appreciate yourself first, have confidence in yourself first. Any other person that comes after, whether they like you or not, that is not your problem because you already loved yourself first. How amazing is that? Like, how amazing is that? Number 17 is wake up positive, wake up feeling positive. Remember, how you wake up every morning will determine how your day will be. When you wake up feeling the day is boring, you hate your job and you hate your life, I'm telling you, the entire day you'll continue believing you hate your job, you hate your life. You are like this, like you keep on hating that entire day and hating that entire week, hating that entire month, hating the entire year, and hating your entire life only because of the way you woke up on that day. So wake up positively, wake up smiling and believing that today is gonna be a great day. Number 18 is enjoy every moment. Every moment you live in life, just enjoy every single little minute of it, every single second. Enjoy it. Anytime you get with your friends, anytime you get with your family members, enjoy it. At times you never know how long you're going to see a certain person or how long you yourself is gonna live in this world. So as long as you have time to enjoy it. As time you usually see people, they've gathered somewhere to enjoy life, but everyone is on their phone, everyone is still working, everyone is still calling, like just to ask, oh, how is work, how is the shop doing, how, like, you're always concentrating on trying to make money, and there's nothing you're enjoying about life. Like, enjoy every moment about life, every happy moment, enjoy it and just live it to the fullest. Number 19 is gratitude. Be thankful. Like, first of all, thank God every morning, every evening. Thank God for that day, for that He has done. You've been able to feed, you've been able to like breathe, and all those things that are happening in your life because of Him. Thank God. Thank other people who have been like doing things for you, your parents, be it your siblings, be it your friends, everyone that has been there for you. Always thank them, because when you are grateful about the small things and like even the bigger things that happen in your life, you open way for other things to happen in your life. Number 20 is to appreciate every step, that is every goal you've achieved. Appreciate every one of that goal, because there was a time that you are only wishing for it. Like, let's say you said, I want to be able to save up to 10,000 by the end of this month, and you've saved that 10,000, and then you, with the time the end of the month reaches and you save that 10,000, you're like, oh, for me there's nothing even I'm doing, oh, I think I should have saved 100,000. But your goal was to save 10,000. Like, appreciate that you've been able to say, to reach your goal, you've been able to save that 10,000, and then you'll be so happy. We'll be so happy about it, and then the next time you'll be able to save 20, and like that, like you'll be able to do it step by step, because you're appreciating the small goals that you are able to reach. Where my boyfriend usually works, they usually appreciate themselves for reaching a goal they meet every single day. Like, you'd see them saying, today we've been able to sell this much, and we are appreciating you. And that day they'll be given lunch, they'll be taken somewhere fancy, and they just appreciate every moment. And for me, like, that is usually a really good example, because being able to appreciate those small goals that you're able to achieve will make you so happy to make even bigger goals. Because if you're happy to, like, you are able to, like, sell 500,000 today, you'll be so motivated to go to 1 million, because you are happy you made 500,000. But you start regretting, you saying, oh, some people made 2 million and we're just here making 500,000. I'm telling you, you won't be motivated. You won't even wake up in the morning to go to work if you're not grateful for the little things that you are able to do. Yeah, appreciate the small moments. They really do make bigger goals. Number 21 is do not stop. Tell yourself that I am not stopping. I've started this journey, whichever journey it is that you have started. Maybe you started going to school, follow a certain career, you started to do a certain business. The thing that you started learning a certain skill, you started having a certain routine, having a certain habit in your life. There's something you want to do. Let's say you're even through your weight loss journey and you've started today. Tell yourself that I am not stopping. I'm going to go through this journey until the end, until I see myself achieving the goal. Do not stop. And then number 22 is make sure you learn every day, and not just learning. You unlearn the things you already learned that are not helping you, and then you relearn new things that are gonna help you. Learn every single day. Be someone who is ready to learn, not only learning by reading books or something, but learning even from other people. The people you work with, the people you go to school with, the things that you'll see them doing differently that you never taught how to do when you're at your home. Learn these things from them, because some of these things are what are making them succeed and making them to become who they are. Like for me, you see the way Kikuyus usually are, the way they usually like investing and placing the money into real estate and such kind of things. Like for me, this is something that I usually learn, that if I meet someone whom they've already started such kind of things and they are going into it, or their parents have started that, like, I usually just want to talk to you and learn everything from you. So just be ready to learn, relearn all the things you've done, because maybe you grew up knowing, oh, if you find money, you just have to like party and eat the money and just enjoy yourself. You never knew anything about trying to make it, think about your future. So just try and learn these new things here. 23 is get that financial education. I know most of us don't have any kind of financial education. We just know about going to work, getting the salary by the end of the month, and then when it comes to the other month, nothing that we got from work during this month can be seen, can be traced, because it has all gone into bills and like all the things you need to buy and all the things you need to do and blah blah blah. Like, you can't even trace where the money went to, because we don't even have any financial education. We don't know anything about trying to save, getting into circles, stocks, investments. We really have no idea. So just you're the only one who's going to help yourself. Like, no one is going to teach you. And nowadays it's so easy, because we have all these websites, all these blogs and YouTubers who are talking about financial matters, and you can learn from them and start changing it for your life. And don't wait until you are 60 something, when you're about to retire. That's when you realize you haven't done anything. You have zero savings, zero investments, zero. You want to retire, you're scared of retiring because you know you're going to even die of hunger, because you never did anything with your finances. So get that financial education, like, as soon as you are. Right now, when you're still in your 20s, you still have the time, you still have 40 years ahead. Start working now, start saving now, start learning now. You really don't have to save money in the bank. You can save your money through creating something that even 40 years from now, this thing will still bring me money. Something like real estate, even 40 years from now, this thing will still bring me money. Start placing your money on such kind of things. I'm not saying you do it now, but start thinking about it, so that by the time you're in like 10 years to come or 20 years to come, when you're even saved enough, you can be able to get into it. Like the time that you are trying to choose, should I buy a car, should I buy a house, or should I start real estate, you're able to figure out which one to start because you already have that financial education. Number 24, you're almost there. Number 24 is say something good about yourself. What follows I really matters. I am beautiful. You'll always feel beautiful when you walk, no matter what someone says. If I don't know, you look like you don't care, because you already told yourself you're beautiful. You don't care what people say. I can do it. You said it. I can do it. If someone comes and say, oh, you don't know how to do this and this, that's your own problem. For me, I know I can do it. What you say doesn't matter. It can't even cross my mind, because I already used the power and I told myself I can do it. Whatever you say that follows it affects you in a way that you don't know. Like, you won't know it affects you, but it will really affect the way you portray things, because you say I cannot do it, I don't know how to do it. No matter how we push you to do it, you won't do it. You won't even try, because you already told yourself you can't. It already affected you, unconsciously. It already affected you. Yeah. Number 25, lastly, is learn how to plan. And don't just plan and do it. Plan and act on it. Yeah, that's the right word to say. For me, I remember there was a time that I used to love planning. I used to buy all these planners and I planned my entire day, planned the entire year. I plan and plan and plan, but then I realized I'm not doing anything that I've planned. It's because I'm planning only because I feel motivated to plan. But then you should plan and put those plans into action. You really don't have even to write or draw it somewhere. But then if drawing it and having a vision board about it is what is going to help you to achieve it, well and good. But then if that doesn't help you, and for you just have to focus on it, like for me, actually nowadays it doesn't matter if I've written it down or not. Like, as long as I just want to do it, I tell myself on this date I'm going to do this, and I must do it. I must make sure that I do it. I have to push myself to do it. Like, I just have to tell myself. So plan and put your plans into action. So guys, those were my 25 life lessons of today. I hope they really helped you guys, and I hope if you have any other thing that you've learned at the course of your life and you'd like to leave it down, make sure you comment down below and tell us what you've learned through your life. I know there's always something. Like for me, I can talk. I think I can talk filter, even give you 100 things that I think that I've learned, but we don't have time to give 100 points. But slowly we'll grow. I'm telling you, we'll all grow through this journey. We'll all grow together, see ourselves succeeding and being the versions of our lives that we've always wanted to be. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you've subscribed and liked this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.